And welcome back to Make It to Merge. I'm Coop.
I'm Kirsty.
And I'm Will.
And we are back with a pre-season episode to talk all things Australia versus the world.
Woo.
Woo! Today's episode, we're going to be walking through the World Tribe. So, on a scale of 1 to 10, how excited are you for the new season?
5 million.
I'm like a good 5 million as well, I would say.
Yeah.
Can we talk about the latest promo? The one with the TNT Dynamite soundtrack in the background.
I think we should talk about it.
Because I was like,
It's...
I was fired up. I was like ready to jump over a car after I watched it. You know, I was like that fired up from it.
Absolutely. Do you know what? It's just... So we saw in it, like, George and Dave in something that looks very like an alliance.
Yeah.
They are teasing us with that.
They
aren't
are.
they? That
And
come to fruition.
I know. And the thing that astounds me the most of it is that Dave looks like he's wearing like a merge buff. It doesn't look like the Australian one, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, do Dave and George both make it to merge? I hope they do, but that shocked me.
It did, because it's kind of like a teal. Would you say it's a teal colour? Or is that the
Yeah.
original?
I would say teal. Yeah, I think that's a good description.
Well, my thinking is because there's so few of them, that the merge is going to come pretty soon.
Like halfway through episode 1.
Yeah.
You've all made it to merge.
Imagine.
Drop your buffs.
Yeah.
They do like literally one challenge. Or, no, they don't even do the first challenge. They literally just get to that map for the first time. And he's like, today's a little different.
Yeah.
Drop your
That would
buff.
actually be so fun.
And he's got that big bird cage of the new buffs.
bird cage.
I don't know what he has sometimes. It looks like a bird cage that all the buffs are in.
Oh, like the cloche.
Oh, that he
thing.
lifts.
Yeah,
And then they're all
yeah.
there on a little plate.
It's like a bird cage, isn't it? No,
I never thought of it as a bird cage. I've always thought of it as like, you know, in those posh restaurants where you get like dinner is served.
You're thinking, like, yeah, like Beauty and the
Yeah,
Beast.
exactly that.
Yes, that's my point of comparison for a posh restaurant. Beauty and the Beast,
yeah.
which is in the kitchen.
The poshest of them all.
Oh, I would say.
But yeah, that promo just looks next level exciting. And I love the bit as well where they're just like, you're fired up already. And then they're like, but they're not just going to be playing themselves. They're going to be playing. And then you see Tony on the scene and they're all, and you're like, ah!
And Barb's like, oh, little Aussies don't think they know how to play Survivor. Like,
Yeah. Like this is
stop.
the biggest names in the game.
I'm actually beyond excited for it, to be honest. Like,
Same. So for this episode then, I think obviously we don't need to reiterate how excited we are, but we'll kind of go through everyone.
a filler of the three of us just saying how excited we are with different analogies. I could jump over a car. I can't sleep. It's like Christmas.
Oh,
It's like Christmas. Survivor Christmas.
Yeah, we actually, oh my God, how fun would it be if we had like Survivor advent calendars and we had like the date and then you could like count down because we're too late to do it now really, but like 24 days before the next season comes out, we need
Let's
to have
make
Survivor advent
calendars. And that's also put in mind a very good idea that I'll have a Survivor themed Christmas tree this year. I could make like ornaments with all the players, and JLP can be my angel on the top.
Of course.
Absolutely, you wouldn't have anybody else.
No, well, would you? Would you replace him with anybody else?
Let's not open up that can of
Yeah, let's not. If you want to hear us talk about JLP being replaced, you can listen to our previous episodes
our hour-long rant.
where we went very west.
So yeah, for this episode then we'll go through all of the players and just have a bit of a chat about them, I guess, and see what we think about everyone in the cast. So let's start off with a world player.
Yeah.
Suri. And I am so excited to see her back playing again. What about you guys?
Yeah, I
Heck
absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah. Absolutely love Suri. Such a good player. Just incredible. I think you were saying earlier that she just has this innate gift for kind of going under the radar and not
Yes.
seeming like a threat, even though she's a huge threat.
Yeah, she kind of like sits back and orchestrates things from afar.
Like Queen Puppet Master
Yeah,
in the
but
background.
really, really subtly.
Yes, and she's just so likable.
Yeah.
Her confessionals are always amazing.
Yes.
I've been recently just catching up on her seasons, and in her first season, there's this incredible bit where she's allowed to invite her husband back to the camp for a night. So they do the whole family thing, and then she gets to bring her husband back to the camp, and she says that she needs to conserve her energy, so she has him running around the camp just doing all the chores. It's really worth a watch. And then you get his confessionals to camera like, this is so much hard work. I've only been here a few hours and I've had enough. This is not what I thought it'd be like.
Does he get a buff?
Oh, I can't remember if he gets a buff. I mean, I'd hope he would. I can't remember if he gets a buff, but he gets a load of chores.
Because I think I was telling you before about in Boston Rob's first series, there's this woman called Kathy, and her son, they win the reward, and her son gets to go back to camp, and he gets like a buff and everything. But he's like absolutely like livid about it because he's just in his confessional saying he just like sits at home and plays computer games, and Kathy's got him out like hunting for crabs or whatever they're like looking for, and then she's like explaining where she's at in the game to him and like asking for advice and stuff, and he's just like, oh, I don't really know.
Well, it's kind of similar, I think, with Cerie, because you know how in her first season she gets this couch potato edit, so it's like, oh, she used to just sit on the couch watching Survivor, and now she's a player. That's like something that Jeff like repeatedly says throughout the first season, and then when her husband comes into it, he's like, I used to sit on the couch too. It's one of those ones that it really doesn't feel like a reward for the family member.
Definitely not.
Imagine your sister was on it, right? You go to Australian Survivor and you think you're just going to be there a few hours, meet JLP, see your relative for a wee bit. Next thing, you're being forced to go back to this godforsaken swamp of a camp. You've got to like chop all this wood.
Because you're the only one with energy.
Everyone's like, you don't have to do a like 10-hour challenge tomorrow, so you need to fetch all the food.
I would only enjoy that if I got the buff.
That
would be my condition.
To take home, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
a buff. You would hope if you're a family member that goes to Survivor, you get a buff.
Surely.
At least they can give you for forcing you to sleep in one of those shelters.
Yeah, definitely if you have to go to camp, you get a buff, right?
Surely. We'll have to check that her husband got what he deserved.
Yeah, I will check and report back.
Buff-wise.
Yeah, it sounded quite menacing, then, didn't it? Well, I mean, I want to confirm he got the buff because you need it. So Will and I recently watched Cerie's season. Oh God, what was it called? Was it
Fans versus favourites, wasn't it?
Yes, so fans versus favourites. And she was iconic in that season.
She was great.
She was like, obviously in the Black Widow alliance with Parvati and Amanda, and I think somebody else was in it for a while, but the three of them were so close. And she just was coming up with loads and loads of great strategic moves, but never really like being the one to enforce them. She was just kind of like subtly suggesting things and then just watching it play out. It was a masterclass. She was so good.
Like planting the seeds and watching them grow.
Yeah.
Exactly. She was like led back on like a canoe, just waiting for her work to come to fruition. I'm sure there was a canoe in that one.
So do we think this is a good strategy, right? Obviously, you don't want to be seen as like the main alpha player that's making all the plans and forcing everyone into it.
Yeah.
But there must be like a balance, right? Because if you're too subtle about it, then everyone's going to claim your moves as their ideas because you want them to think it's their idea.
Yeah.
But if you get to that final jury, like, you know, final tribal, how do you convince people that you were actually the one that planted those seeds and made those moves without everyone going, oh, you're just saying that now?
I think it's hard. I think though when you're Siri, it's maybe not hard because of the reputation.
Yeah.
But as like any other player coming in, like who's not known and trying that, maybe it doesn't go so well.
You know what you've got to do is you've got to have a really good social game with the people that are going onto the jury.
Oh, yeah.
Because if they can then back up like,
need
oh yeah,
receipts.
she did tell me to do that.
Yes, I think it's probably about you at Final Tribal, but remembering the specifics of exactly what you said to people when, and just like making sure they remember that. And then hopefully they chime in and say, yes, Kirsty did tell me to blindside Boston and Rob.
Exactly. So yeah, I think we're going to see some great stuff from Cirie. Super duper excited.
Absolutely love her. Did you watch her Traitors season?
No, we didn't. What
Well,
was she like on Traitors?
Fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. So she was a traitor right from the beginning. This is spoilers for anyone that's not watched it, 'cause I'm going to just tell you what happened. But yeah, she's a traitor right from the beginning, and she wins as a traitor. Oh no, did I spoil for you? I thought you knew.
No, I didn't know, but
Sorry.
to be fair, I think. Oh, Will's seething.
Will is seething. I can see him pretending to laugh. It's actually no, but you know what, Will? You'll find out probably when you watch Survivor versus the World, because they'll mention it.
And to be fair, I probably wouldn't have gone back to watch that season.
Yeah, I don't.
anyway.
I think we're.
And it'll definitely get mentioned. So you'd have found out in a few weeks anyway. So she is absolutely amazing. She just has she just gets this kind of gang of faithfuls like eating out the palm of her hand. And they just never question her. Her name just never really comes into like contention. No one really ever discusses it. And then see at the end when she reveals to these faithfuls that she is a traitor. They are
iconic.
Devastated.
This does actually really make me want to watch it.
Yeah,
And it's
I want to see it.
really hard, I think, for like historically for people that are traitors right from the beginning of the game to last the whole game and then to go on to win. I think statistically the faithfuls have won more than the traitors anyway.
Well, I'm trying to think if we've ever seen a traitor from the start go.
Harry in UK.
But was he a traitor from the start though?
He was.
Oh, was he?
Yeah. So he's done it, but
Very rare.
But anyway, so we just really saw her skills from Survivor come into it. And I think I guess it's maybe worth noting these faithfuls, they were not gamers. So it was like a mix, of your celebrities and your normal people. And these poor sweet normal people just did not have a chance against Cirie.
I think it goes a long way to speak to Cirie's game, though, doesn't it? Like her kind of like, she's such a likable person. And she uses that. And she's likable, but also straightforward with people. She doesn't mess around. She doesn't like talk bad about people necessarily. She just uses logic and reason to say, well, I think this is what we should do because it makes the most sense and people like her and they listen to her. She's a very good, strong personality.
Yeah, and I see her and Parv then having a really good relationship on this.
That'd be cool.
They haven't played together properly since Fans Be Favourites. They were together, like they were both on Heroes versus Villains, but Cirie went out quite early in that, so they never kind of found each other because Cirie was on the Heroes tribe and Parv was on the Villains tribe, and we never saw them come together.
That's a good point, actually. I forgot she went out quite early on that. It's just making me think.
It was trickery. It was like an idol nonsense, or there was some kind of nonsense going on, I think, with it.
We've watched that not that long ago and I can't remember what it was now.
As always, we're such a good voice of authority.
But I was just thinking that's actually such a good point, because what we were saying before about how she managed to work with the faithfuls that didn't know who she was.
Yeah.
Everyone here knows the threat level of Cirie, so it's going to be interesting to see like how far she's going to be able to fly under the radar. She might have to change her game and go like, well, they're all onto me anyway. I'm going to have to go big and play big.
I don't
like,
know though. Maybe, but I think the good thing for her with this cast is that she's on there with Parv, she's on there with Tony, for God's sake, she might still be able to fly under the radar with these people.
Oh, bloody hell.
I also think a lot of the players will just be starstruck and will want to work with her, so they'd keep her around for that. You would hope.
You would hope.
Who on this season do we know is the longest serving Survivor players, and who was on the earliest season of Survivor? Was it Parv?
I think
Cirie was before Parv.
Cirie was season 10, her first one. I think Cirie is one of the people that's done the most days, because she's been on Survivor 4 times. She's also done Big Brother, and then she's also done Traitors, and the only other person in the world that has done Big Brother, Traitors, and Survivor is Luke.
Oh, yeah.
Which is interesting.
Has Suri done more days than Shani? Because Australian seasons are longer, aren't they?
I don't know if anyone in the world has done more days than Shani. She's on every second season.
By the way, I've just Googled Parv and Suri.
Yeah.
They were both on it in 2006.
Oh, so they're joint.
But I don't know which season came first. Suri was on Panama and Parv was on Cook Islands.
Okay.
So anything else that anyone wants to add about Suri?
Just love her. Can't wait to see her.
Agree.
Yeah.
Buzzing.
Super excited for Suri.
Okay. Then let's stick with the US theme. Moving on to Parv.
Queen
Parv.
Love her. I just read her book. Obsessed. I also just love that a lot of her promo for this book is in drag clubs. And did you see that she's been dressed up as Boston Rob?
No.
So she's been in drag as Boston Rob.
That's amazing.
In these drag clubs. And I just love her.
Oh my God, that is amazing. Was her book really good?
Yeah, really good.
Ooh, we'll have to read it, Will. Kirsty's dropped it off for us. So
Much recommend.
assigned reading homework.
I think the most interesting thing for me right now about Parv is the fact that Deal or No Deal Island was filmed like 2-3 weeks before they went on to film this season of Survivor.
Wait,
it's
sorry.
so soon, and she was on Deal or No Deal Island with David,
And they had a
a really strong connection.
Hang on. A Deal or No Deal Island was first.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry, I had that in my head. Even though you just said it, I had it the other way around.
Yeah, so
that doesn't make sense. Yeah.
Deal or No Deal Island was first, and Parv knew who Dave was because she'd been watching like prep videos for going on this series of Survivor.
Yeah.
So that's how she knew him, and they were just like unbelievably close, like really good friends to the extent like. We're just saying Parv's got a book out. Dave's been like posting about her book, like giving her a shout out for it. Like they're super close. And
I think because they both have a similar like alter ego almost, like both of them know that they're a much more exaggerated version of their character in order to get away with like the gameplay that they do.
Yeah.
So I think they've really bonded on that.
Yeah.
So it's going to be so interesting to see
and I
them
think
reunite.
what is going to be so interesting will be, do they tell people they were just on Deal or No Deal Island together, or is it completely this like complete secret alliance they're going to do?
I think it's got to be a secret.
I think so
Because
too.
otherwise they're instant targets.
I think so too.
You don't want to be a power couple.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
do you?
No, you don't want to be a power
my
couple.
God, but imagine the power couple of those two.
Oh, you can be a secret power couple.
Yeah.
You don't want people to know about it.
Yeah.
I think you're so right. Well, I think if people knew, then it'd be like, right, we need to get Dave off before he reunites.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And then we get hopefully that Shani Parv alliance.
Oh,
Yes.
I really need that.
I really want those two to come together. Well, which we're pretty sure that they do. And just as a quick side note, if you noticed in like the promo clips that people are like contestants are saying things like, I think it's George says like, oh, I would really love to play with some of my idols like Parvati. I was like, why are you trying to make it out like that you don't know?
It's so weird. It's just like they know who's on it. Don't pretend that they're going to have that shot in the first episode where everyone's like, oh my gosh, it's you. I had no idea you were going to be on this. It's like, come on.
Yeah, fair. And also, while we're talking about promo content, what about those very strange promo like player cards that the Survivor Instagram has been putting out
with the ridiculous nicknames that they've just made up
that they made
them. Like, this person's have a nickname. Let's give them one. The Face.
Who was the face?
Sarah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then also some of the most iconic moments they're listing are very strange, very peculiar. Like Sarah's one is apparently her most iconic moment is like her when she gets voted out and her heartfelt speech after.
And wasn't Shawnee's just like showing up on the island in a little red dress or something? And it's just like, I mean, everyone wears something weird to the island.
You're forced to.
Yeah.
You might have the businessman edit and you're forced to wear a suit.
Wearing a suit, yeah.
It's so odd. These strange
really odd.
words.
I'm just wondering what Parvati's was. I'm going to have a quick look.
What her most iconic moment was.
What her most iconic moment was
and
what
stupid.
her... Okay, nickname Black Widow.
Right, fine.
That's
Yeah,
approved.
give them that.
That's fine. But that's the thing. Some of them
Approved.
are legit nicknames. It's where they didn't have one and they've just made up something pure stupid.
By the way, this has days on the island as well, 149 days.
Okay.
Most iconic moment, playing 2 hidden immunity idols at Tribal Council.
Okay. Yeah.
That's pretty
Fine,
iconic.
but also...
But also forming the Black Widow Alliance and then voting out the men one by one.
Yeah, and getting that guy to give away the... Although she was involved in that, but anyway.
Well...
So let me just check what Cerie's was quickly. Cerie, nickname the greatest player to never win. Catchy.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I thought that it
Rolls
was
off
going to
the
say nickname the couch potato.
Oh God, imagine. Most iconic moment. Oh yeah, this is it. Convincing Eric to give up his immunity necklace and then voting him out. That was
iconic. Yeah, I agree. But some of it I agree with. Some of it is just nonsense.
Yeah.
Absolute nonsense.
Agree.
What's Janine got?
So I'll tell you now.
What's her nickname? Oh, the godmother. At least she's got one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine, approved.
Legit. Oh, only 44 days on the island. Doesn't feel
no
very
time.
Yeah. Most iconic moment. Curating the best juice business in Australia.
What?
What's that got to do with Survivor?
That's not even
It's not a moment either.
That's ridiculous. It's a disservice to Janine herself and a disservice to the fans trying to find out about these people. Like, what?
Also, sorry to go on about this, but I'm just now looking at George's nickname King George of Bankstown. Fine. Most iconic moment, voting out Shawnee despite her saving him twice.
What?
What about that tribal council?
That award-winning tribal council.
Literally.
Like,
what?
got an Emmy or something.
Yeah.
They've never watched Survivor.
What
Goodness
the?
sake. Yeah, Shawnee, most iconic moment, stepping onto the island in a red floral sundress. Yes.
What?
An iconic look, but she's done a lot more than that. Total days on the island, 124. So it's actually Parv, I think, that's got the most days on the island.
That surprises me.
Sorry, I'm getting a rage
We've gone off on a tangent now, haven't we?
Right, we have. Sorry, we'll bring it back in a second. But
it's very interesting. I don't see why anyone doesn't want to listen to us reading off Instagram.
I haven't read this properly, but Kirby, most iconic moment, competing despite never watching the show.
What?
She did so much more than that.
Yeah.
That's so stupid because you could say that like as an iconic moment for anyone that competes and hasn't watched the show. Like, you know, Andrew from Brains v Brawn 1 that thought he was going on a survival show.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Okay, right.
No, please. Maybe we should make our own versions.
We should,
Maybe,
because these people deserve better. Now, let's bring it back to Parv, circling back.
7 minutes later.
So we obviously know her kind of like typical gameplay is the flirtatious, getting social play, getting lots of people on her side, and then kind of doing the backstabbing.
Yeah.
Once she's got them where she wants them. Do you think she's going to stick with that same gameplay?
Yes.
I think she has to.
I think she'll lean into maybe like, I'm older now, I'm a mother, I do yoga, I'm all about the like holistic stuff. And it's the same like strategy, like the whole like charm, because she's like the most charming person on TV, but it's like a different angle for it, I think.
Yeah, interesting. Because it's been quite a while now since she's played, hasn't it? So will be interesting to see that development.
Yeah.
Who do you think like she might align with?
I think Cerie.
Yeah.
Definitely. And Shawnee. Really think Shawnee. If they get together, if it merges or we have a tribe swap, I think absolutely.
Yeah. I can see maybe Sarah in that alliance as well.
Yeah, I could.
Well.
Yeah, I mean, Shawnee and Cerie, like early days Cerie, and then post-merge Shawnee.
Do you think she would like align with Tony? Have they played together before?
I can't.
Yeah, they were
see
both
it.
on Winners at War.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know if they really played together as such. Parv was out quite early in that one.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think their personalities are compatible.
No,
Yeah.
I can't
Or
see
their
it
gameplay
either.
styles at the very least.
I think Tony's just too much.
Brash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's going to
Brash,
be
right word.
obviously hyper aware of her reputation.
Yeah.
This is what's making it so interesting is like everyone is so aware of everyone else.
They're all going to,
Yeah.
even though they don't know who's going to be on this season, they've all been researching each other.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they know like everyone's moves, what everyone's staple gameplay is.
Yeah.
So all the guys on that world tribe are going to know that Parv is not to be trusted when it comes to her flirtatious ways.
I know, but I think she is so
Good.
good at it.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Like they're just going to be blinded by it.
I
Like
think.
they'll be
yeah.
like, oh, but I think it's different for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I would still melt like butter.
Yeah.
With
Right.
Parv and she was working her magic.
Oh, you would not stand a chance.
I would
don't
be
think
out
any of us
day
would.
two.
No, I don't think any of us would. Tony's an interesting one.
Yeah, let's move on and talk about Tony.
It's hard to kind of think where he fits in.
Yes.
Because he is such a big, bold player.
Yeah.
And this is going to be a series of big, bold players. So, I mean, he's just such a lol, though, isn't
He
he?
is a hoot. I can't wait to see him again.
I can't wait.
On his first season, he just dominated from like start to it was like his game and everyone else was just in it.
Yeah.
So it's really hard, like you said, to imagine where he's gonna fit in this.
Yeah.
And let's not forget he's the originator of the Spy Shack.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Spy Shack. But then, when you think about it, somehow he managed to win again on Winners at War.
Oh,
and he came onto it. They all knew his reputation, and he somehow still managed to win that.
This is like
I think in Winners at War, his gameplay was more under the radar, if you believe it.
I can't imagine
if you believe it.
I just can't.
Yeah.
He's not an under the radar type of guy. Although, saying that, we were just talking about traitors, and he did seem to go quite under. Well, he tried to go under the radar on traitors, but unfortunately, his reputation preceded him.
Yeah.
So he was out pretty soon. But do you think that's the tactic he's going to go for?
What, try and fly under the radar?
Yeah.
I can't see it because everyone knows him.
I know.
It's like everyone knows that he's what he's capable of.
And
I
also, sorry, go on.
I was going to say, I think a thing to consider as well with this series is all of these people, they'll want to make good TV.
Yeah.
So do they want to be on it and just under the radar and then blindsided
Yeah.
out? Or do they want to just think, well, probably won't win, but I'm just going to have so much fun, just
Yeah.
do so much stuff.
The problem is, I think Tony's such a dangerous player, and because he's won twice,
Yeah.
Yes.
he's really almost the biggest target from the get-go.
Yeah.
I worry that Tony is going to be a very early.
I really can see that as well.
Because if I was on it,
I would be
you look at Tony and you go, I mean, I don't want this guy to win again. And also, I know how dangerous he is. Let's just get.
Yeah.
But then people would say that about David, and we suspect from that promo that he makes it to merge. So maybe.
But what I will say about David is he's really well connected with everyone on that Australian tribe.
And he's good at putting people at ease as well.
He is.
He has that similar, I mean, probably why him and Parv got on so well. He has that similar personality where he just make people feel loved.
Looking at this world tribe as a whole, one thing I'm noticing is that there's 4 women on it and 3 men. And I am just thinking, maybe the women will all kind of club together at the start and align that way. And then they'll pick off Tony, Tommy, and Rob.
That would be good to see, yeah. Because this doesn't strike me as the sort of cast that's going to go down the keep the tribe strong
No.
path. Because also remember,
No,
we
I
hate
I
the tribe
hate
strongers.
the tribe strong bores.
Remember, this season is so short as well.
It's so
like,
short.
there's no time to be dilly-dallying about. Like, you've got to get in, play big, and just hope for the best kind of thing, don't you?
I think so, yeah. And you've seen this in a lot of people's pre-season videos. talking about strategy, and a lot of them are saying it's hard to have a strategy before you go in because it's going to be so quick and you just have to kind of adapt to how it goes.
Yeah. It's going to be very interesting to see if Tony can thrive in that environment.
I think he'll be out early, but I just love to see him and I hope he's not.
Yeah. Same. We've not had his promo yet, actually, have we?
No.
I've seen. So I'm very
he has not been in much of the promotional material at all.
Which makes you think.
Which is a bad sign.
For Spooty Wooty.
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
Well, hopefully not, but
I want to see like an underground spy shack.
Yeah.
With like, you know, like like it's just a pipe popping at the ground. And it's
Like a little snorkel.
that would be fab. Or if Tony and Luke both make it to merge and then they can build like ultimate spy shack.
spy shenanigans.
Yeah, they can take it in turns.
Yes.
Going on watch. That would be fab.
You see Tony's like when he has his spy shack in the tree.
Does he climb the tree?
Yeah. He's like,
We have seen it, but I can't remember that off the top of my head. God, who is it that climbed that tree and fell out of it recently?
It's happened multiple times.
has.
It was on Tony's first season, that guy climbed the tree and fell out.
Yeah, and I knew it was coming and I couldn't bear to watch.
Yeah.
He landed on his ass.
You hate an
Really
injury, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
And he seemed fine.
Yeah, I know. He just
Yeah, just landed on his ass.
It was in the promo, wasn't it? It looked like it was going to be really bad, and then he fell, and it was like,
I noticed they do that a lot with
They do.
American Survivor. It'll always be like, next time. And then they'll be like, shocked faces. And it's
Yes.
medic. And then you cut to
know.
the next episode and it's like, oh, he's hurt his fingy.
It's actually more of a blind side, you know, when they do get injured, when someone like, you know, does fall in the fire or something.
Yeah.
God, yeah.
Yeah, that was brutal.
Oh, too brutal. Okay, so we've done the US ones. Now,
Very strong players. What do you think of them as a three? I don't think the three of them work well, but such a crazily good cast.
that is something that we didn't discuss actually. Imagine if the USers band together. Oh no, because they would be outnumbered.
They could, but they just need to pull in one person
Yeah.
from the other side. And you think, right, these 4 people from the rest of the world, they're going to want to work with these 3
Right.
because they're so iconic.
Yeah.
You're going to get tons of airtime if you're in alliance with Marv or 3 or Twitch, you know?
Yes.
So would it be hard for the 3 of them to be like, all right, let's get together, let's pull in?
I think they'd almost be
Someone-
fighting off
Yes.
the others trying to get in their alliance.
Because what we have to remember, guys, is that these other 4, they don't know each other. They've no pre-existing bonds. So they've not got loyalty to each other. It's not like they're doing their versus 4 people from like the UK. So, you know, they don't know each other either.
Yes, that is a good point. But that could make them come together. Like
Maybe.
we're outnumbered.
Yeah.
Well, we're not outnumbered. We're like not from the US.
Yeah.
Joined together.
Maybe.
Right. Let's go on to talk about the other worlders because I'm not going to lie about it. We're not that familiar with them or their gameplays. So I was thinking we can ask old mate ChatGPT.
Our co-worker.
Yeah.
Everyone loves AI, right?
Exactly. Just give us a little bit of an overview of their gameplay so we know, so we can get like an idea.
I think this would be interesting as well to see how accurate ChatGPT actually ends up being.
Yeah.
Because we could go off this and it just turns out complete rubbish.
We'll be like, wow, this is going to be the best player ever.
Yeah. It's just scoured like a Tommy fan club or something.
We love Tommy from Survivor.com.
Yeah.
Survivorfanfic.com.
Oh my God, there's definitely Survivor fanfic out there, isn't there? Oh.
Dread to think.
Oh, I am thinking bonus episode. We read out Survivor fanfic.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. That could be maybe a nice Christmas episode.
Oh yeah.
Watch
Fun
this
for the whole
space.
family.
Okay, so Rob, so it says, Rob was the winner of Survivor South
What do you mean
Africa.
Rob, so it says?
Well, I mean,
Is that his name or not?
Is that his name or is it?
I meant to say like this is what it's telling me. This don't take this as like gospel.
So ChatGPT has said of Rob.
Yes, of Rob, that he was the winner of Survivor South Africa Island of Secrets. He's best known for his strong physical game. He looks strong.
Oh,
Is this the guy that keeps showing up in promos alongside the others?
yeah.
He's wearing like some kind of animal print.
I know the one. Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
like,
he looks like he's going to be a force to be reckoned with.
yes.
So best known for his strong physical game, social savvy, and a strategic comeback after being blindsided with an idol in his pocket. Interesting. Okay.
How did he make a comeback?
Well, hopefully it tells us. Key gameplay points. Early game formed strong bonds in his original tribe and was well liked, but his physical threat level became apparent.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know why it's that.
Parent day one, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
Blindsided with idol. Rob was blindsided at merge while holding an idol, a low point in his game. I mean, I would say that's like,
Wasn't even holding an idol.
That's the end of his game.
yeah, surely.
Yeah,
So then it says,
what?
return from Island of Secrets. After elimination, he returned to the game through a twist. This became a pivotal moment. Well, yeah.
I would imagine it was. Yeah.
People love those twists that change the game massively, don't
Oh, people just love that, when someone gets voted out, but then they don't go home because of a
Yeah,
twist. That's so
they?
popular.
People's favourite part of Survivor, I think.
But it depends on who it happens to, because sometimes you do want that twist.
Don't pretend you wouldn't have loved it if Harry had stayed in by a twist.
Don't even. And we know about Max as well. We were begging for that twist when Max got eliminated. Nothing. Anyway, post-return domination played a bold,
Yep.
aggressive game,
Bold.
orchestrating big moves and eliminating threats. It says about his social play, balance, charm and determination, repaired relationships after returning and built key alliances. Final tribal, presented himself as a player who learned from his mistakes and took control late game.
That's a good final tribal strategy. It's always showing what you've learned and how you've changed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because no one ever likes it when people say, "No, I've played a perfect game. I wouldn't change anything." That's like the worst thing to say.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
a
That's
good
bad.
strategy.
It does also say that one of his best moves was convincing Nicole to take him to the end. She bought him over a weaker finalist, showing his social pull. So that is very key information, I would say, if he's got that ability to be able to convince someone to take him to the end when clearly he was going to win.
Yeah, because people have this idea sometimes that if they bring a stronger player to final, it makes them look stronger. Whereas
do people have
it has,
that?
I don't think it's ever worked.
No.
Historically, that has never worked once.
Yeah,
No.
it's just a silly thing.
It's
so.
like an old wives' tale, isn't it?
Oh, to be the best, you've got to beat the best.
But it's what those social players, like apparently Rob, use as a way to convince them to take them. It's like, oh, but you'll just look weak and they'll vote for the other person because they won't respect your game.
Yeah.
And
So
it's-
stupid.
And when it works, you're just like, oh, you fool.
Yeah.
You deserve to lose.
I mean, to be fair, they're malnourished and they've been
Well, yeah, okay.
several
and they've been
weeks, but-
stood on those spikes. For
yeah, for
And I think,
hours. But
yeah, and
still, Survivor 101, guys. Come on.
come on.
So this is very interesting. then.
Yeah.
Like, it sounds like he's going to be a big physical threat. The social skills are on point.
Yes.
Just purely going on looks alone.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if we're going to get a Rob-Tony alliance.
Yeah.
They both seem to have that strong physical buffness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I know a wee bit about Rob, and
Go
I
on.
believe that he ruled his alliance with a bit of an iron fist.
Love it.
Yeah, I've heard that he like just made up that he had this advantage that allowed him to see who exactly everyone voted for, and he used that. I know, it made me want to die. And he used that to keep his alliance in line because it was like, well, I'll know who
I
you
mean,
vote
that's genius.
That's
genius.
so good.
That's so good. And I think he'd never seen the game before either. So he came up with this, like, no background knowledge of the game either.
I wonder if
Right.
that's what helped him sell it.
Maybe.
People thought, oh,
Oh, well, he's not. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe. Yeah.
You know what, as well, in Tony's first season, he makes up that he gets this like super idol, and he tells people that he can use it at final 4, but it becomes void at final 5. Oh, I hope this isn't a spoiler for you, actually. Sorry.
You're fine.
Okay. But anyway, he makes up like a
Yeah.
rule about this idol that he has, which helps him feel secure to get through another vote.
That idol was very
So-
contentious, though, with everyone at the time.
I know, but what I mean is that if he does that and Rob does that, that's another point to show that they're quite similar, so they could be a good alliance.
And it's one like, I'll use you as a shield, you use me as a shield. We're both physical threats. Let's keep each other in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What were you going to say about the idol? Sorry.
I said it.
It was
very contentious. Well, because it was literally like ridiculously powerful. It was a cheat code to the game. Like people hated it because it didn't make any sense.
What did it do?
It basically, you could play it after the votes were read.
Oh, man.
So essentially, you're invincible until you get voted out, in which case that automatically comes into play.
That's outrageous.
And then you're back in the game. It's just like it was rubbish.
That's outrageously.
And that's how he won his season, to be honest. Like his first season.
Okay. So, not that impressed by his first win.
He did have a lot of great strategy in there, to be fair. And he used, like you said, that strategy to kind of pretend that it lasted longer. But yeah, nobody liked that in that season.
Well, it's just insane because you have it until like you said, you're just.
It was quite. It was funny at the reunion show of that season, wasn't it? Because they did like the guy that came up with the idea for that idol was in the audience.
Yeah.
Like it's someone famous, isn't it?
Yeah, I can't remember his name off the top of my head.
No, I can't.
But
either.
he's like. He's there and Jeff brings him on to, talk about how he came up with this idol idea. And it's just like, basically it's Jeff trying to push it off onto someone else. Because you can tell there's been massive backlash about it through the season.
All the other players sat there seething about this guy and this clown of an idol idea.
Potentially we're going to see those two align because they've had some similar moves and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I could see him being an early boot though, to be honest, Rob, because I just feel like on this tribe of like strong women, maybe they will just come together and take out Tony.
I would agree, except that he's on so much of the promo stuff.
Yeah.
Like he's there with like Shonny and Parv, and then Rob's there. And then, like,
maybe
George
it's just
and
because
Dave.
he's wearing that great animal print.
I mean,
number.
maybe he
And
does
they
look
think
great
that-
in the promo. It does make it look cool. Like,
I guess what we have to remember as well is with such a short season, how many times are these tribes going to go to tribal council as the world tribe and as the Australian tribe before we get a swap or a marriage?
Surely there's no swap this time. It's just going to go merge.
I feel like marriage will be like episode 3 or something, though.
Yeah.
Do you know? And I really hope everyone's on the jury. Do you?
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that. Oh, that would be fabulous.
Surely, come on, you're not going to make like Tony fly all this way for his boot, right? Off you go. Surely you'd keep him for the jizza.
Oh, 100%. That would be another viscerally angry.
Viscerally angry.
I can't say it.
From us, you mean?
Yeah,
Or from
like
him?
if
All
Tony
right.
was
Yeah.
I mean, I think Tony would be viscerally angry as well.
Oh,
For his boot, never to be seen again.
they must
No.
have that in the contract.
Sure, you've got
Jizza
to
fall.
do jury duty.
Okay, right. So I've asked it now about Cass from Quebec.
Yeah.
So it says she was a standout contestant on Survivor Quebec, Ile de Feu. Don't know what that means. Island of something.
Is that you speaking French?
Oui, oui.
Oh, I love this. That Duolingo, well, he's really
I
been
know.
learning you.
Letting you.
Teacher.
Yeah, his tactics of blackmail and guilt.
No. I'm literally under his thumb, under his wing. She's best known for her sharp strategic mind, calm demeanor, and ability to control the game from behind the scenes. Okay, fabulous. So, key gameplay points. Played a quiet, observant game. She built trust with multiple players without becoming a threat. Fab. Aligned with strong strategic players, but often subtly guided decisions. Was rarely a target. So this is
Sounds
what
like
we're talking
Siri.
about. Exactly. Yeah, very similar. She's got an under the radar strategy. It lets others take heat for the big moves while maintaining strong relationships across alliance lines.
Sounds like Siri.
Very much does. Okay, best moves. She did orchestrated one of the biggest moves of the season by flipping the vote against Jacques without exposing herself. Controlled the final 5 vote, used her social capital to decide who went home while letting others believe it was their move. And then final tribal performance delivered a clear, confident pitch highlighting her strategic control, social relationships, and intentional under the radar play. Very interesting, because obviously we were saying before, does that strategy work? Clearly, it worked in Quebec.
The proof is in the pudding.
Exactly. So, do you know much about Cass?
No, I know a wee bit about Quebec in that it's madness. It's like 69 days or something. A ton of reward challenges. I don't think I could face watching it because it's all in French.
Oh, yeah.
And apparently the subtitles aren't great.
Oh, maybe that would be good for my French learning.
Oh my gosh.
yeah.
Get out from under that Duolingo Owl's wing and learn by different means.
But yeah, no, I don't think I would be happy watching an episode and it's just a reward challenge.
No, I'd be furious.
Yeah, so I think that would annoy me.
Yeah.
But from what I'm gathering from Cass, I mean, very briefly, is that, like you said, going to be a similar sort of character to Suri. So potentially we could get a Cass Suri team up and they're both kind of orchestrating what's happening on
different sides.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe.
That could help. That could happen, I mean.
It's interesting because these players like Cass, who probably aren't as well known by the rest of the tribes, do you think that's an advantage or a disadvantage?
It's so hard to say. I feel like it can go either way because they could quite easily fly under the radar for a little bit because the other like bigger names are going at each other.
Yeah.
But then again, they could band together and be like, well,
we want good TV. We want people the public know.
Yeah. Get out. Quebec. Like they could.
They could.
Oh, it's so difficult.
Or maybe this is a series that puts Quebec Survivor on the map.
It very well could do. Yeah, you never know. That is actually very exciting. Is that there's going to be players that we don't know that could
Us,
become
the
very
experts.
could become like future favorite players of ours. So yeah.
I just did a really like cackle and I just saw Will reach for the laptop where he's monitoring the sound.
Oh, there goes Sophie.
turning the mic volume down.
Okay, so then let's chat about Lisa. Lisa was the winner of Survivor New Zealand, widely respected for her masterful strategic game, quiet leadership, and emotional intelligence. Started as an underdog and was underestimated due to her quiet demeanor and non-threatening presence. Very good. We've got a lot of similar types, don't we? Aligned closely with Tara, who we all know well, and used subtle influence to shift votes and became more assertive after the merge. This is a very good tactic, I feel, is to be quite subtle up to the merge. Just do what you can to get there and then kick things up a notch after merge.
Because it's probably best to do things that way round, because see, if you're really active and doing all sorts before the merge, you've got that kind of recency bias thing with the jury where like if you're doing more after merge, they're more likely to remember it rather than being like, oh, I blindsided this person in episode 2 in the second tribal.
And you're less likely to get booted as a dangerous player if post-merge. Pre-merge, like look at Nash.
I was just thinking, remember what happened to Nash.
Honestly.
I mean, we love to see it, but...
Yeah, but you're not going to win that way.
Yeah.
Unlikely anyway.
We're very unlikely.
So she played a pivotal role in blindsiding Matt, controlling the end game votes without ever being seen as the biggest threat, maintained strong jury relationships, but was never voted against and owned her moves at final tribal.
Never voted against.
That's impressive.
That is very impressive.
That is. And I know a wee bit about her strategy.
Go on.
She played up the whole like super fan, like loves Survivor, just a mum that loves Survivor on the show. So like just played up that she was there because she was such a huge fan rather than that she was actually going to be good at the game.
Okay. Yeah, nice.
Good strategy.
Like that, yeah. She was helped mastermind the biggest blindside of the season, took out a dominant player, rarely won challenges or held idols, but used social and strategic positioning to steer votes. Very
this
good.
Is very good. Yeah, I
very
think this is
under the
interesting.
radar as well then.
Yeah. It's one of those, like, if you win a lot of challenges, you become a threat to people, especially if it's post-merge.
Yeah.
Like, people try and get out the strong players just before merge because they think post modes are going to dominate.
Yeah.
They're going to win immunities.
Yeah.
If they even make it through to that, then everyone's like, as soon as they lose a challenge, we need to get them out.
Yeah.
So not
agreed.
being a winner and having that social aspect instead is super powerful.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Obviously
You need to have like enough to not be like a complete handbrake in the challenges, but not too much to make yourself like a glaring threat.
Yeah, you need to be middling.
Yeah,
middling at best.
Yeah. It says at the end that Lisa is remembered as a survivor winner who proved that quiet intelligence and empathy can be just as powerful as physical or flashy gameplay.
Nice.
Sounds like she'll be good, but then also...
I quite want to watch this season. Actually.
Yeah.
Sounds interesting.
Yeah, we should. I actually think it's on Amazon Prime.
Oh, okay.
I've seen it crop up.
So really, like, this World Tribe, it seems to be a mix of under the radar players and then like loose cannons.
Yeah. I'm actually really excited to see this Rob play.
Oh, I can't wait. Have you seen his promo video?
Have I seen it?
He's
oh,
like,
yeah.
I'm not scared of
Yeah.
them. Oh,
That's given me exactly what I want in the world.
in that animal print.
Yes. Apparently as well, that animal print was like something that he wore on his season as well. So that's like his thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, love it. So then the last one from the World Tribe is Tommy, who was the winner of, and I'm not going to try and pronounce it, but Survivor Finland. Best known for his calm demeanor, social likability, and well-balanced strategic game. Oh, it says he's an actor and TV personality. Very interesting. So yeah, low-key social game, building bonds without standing out, avoided early targets by being cooperative and trustworthy. Let the bigger personalities clash while he strengthened his relationships and gathered information. Sounds very promising. It says he played a loyal but perceptive game.
Oof,
What is perceptive?
Loyal.
I know. We don't like a loyal.
Hate
play.
loyal game.
Perceptive means like you know what's going on.
Yeah, you have an understanding of what's going on around you. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll say.
You're really not keen. Is it bad to describe him as loyal?
Yeah, it
That's
was
what
the loyalty word.
You're just like, nope.
Yeah, that's what's put me off. But I should hold my judgment, really.
He looks very jolly in the promo picture, doesn't he?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's got that social likability factor for sure. It says here, his best moves, staying neutral in conflict, allowed others to destroy their own games while he maintained strong social ties across factions. It's given me a bit of Kalen.
Did he win
Yeah.
this season? He did. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So yeah, that's interesting. Influenced key votes behind the scenes without taking heat or credit. Yeah, good. And then he won because he presented a mature, honest, and emotionally aware case at Final Tribal, earning admiration for his integrity and strategic finesse.
Oh, interesting.
So yeah, I just have concerns about the loyalty. I don't think that's going to get you very far in.
No, this crew. I don't
Yeah.
I do have concerns about these lower key players. I know Suri is in some way a lower key player in terms of her gameplay, but because we know this is all about big gameplay, it's like, you know, pushing Survivor on the world. The more subtle players are just not going to feature as much, I don't think, and they're not going to be as interesting to watch, I'm worried about.
Yeah, especially everyone vying for screen time.
Yeah.
You've got these legends on the world's one, and then you've obviously got all these big characters on the Australian tribe.
Yeah, you don't want someone that's just going to get bulldozed.
Yeah.
But I mean, he could surprise us.
He could.
We're literally going off of what an AI bot has told us.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
Very hard to say.
Do you know something that I think is of note, actually? On this World Tribe, there's, like, they're all winners, apart from Suri, I think. Every single one of them has won a season.
Oh, my God.
Whereas when you look at the Australian tribe,
One winner.
just Dave.
That's very interesting.
Isn't it?
Well, thanks everyone for listening. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Next time we're going to be chatting through the Australia tribe, so you don't want to miss that. We're also on Instagram and TikTok at Make It to Merge Pod, and we hope to see you there.